Greatness has to be spoken into existence. That's why I moved in with legendary play caller, Mike Breen.
Bang! Clutch snap, Jason.
But there is a price to greatness.
Jason, what does vibe check mean? Tatum. Way off. Short shorts. All the rage in the 80s.
Color commentary, like most things, is better experienced on Hisense ULED TVs, official partner of the NBA.
Let's talk about sex. As you get a little older, things tend to work a little differently.
I felt shame, embarrassment, guilt.
Like something had been knocked out from underneath me. What HIMS does is says, hey, look, don't worry about it. We got this part covered. 100% online.
The whole process was very discreet.
It made me feel like I'm a rock star.
This product has changed my life.
When it kicked in, I said, yeah, I'm
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show with your gorgeous hosts, Mike and T-Roy. Hello, T.
Hey, buddy.
How are you, pal?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah. Very rare do I say great, but we worked hard this weekend.
Yes, we did.
And there's just something, I don't know, that feels really good about that. About cleaning, kind of that spring cleaning, you know, the backyard and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Makes me feel good. And I was just like, oh, God, how's my back going to hold up, you know, doing stuff? But it's pretty good. It's not too shabby, so I'm happy about that.
Glad to hear that, sir.
What are you doing? You look intensely like you're looking at something. Uh-oh.
I lost it again.
No.
I found it. I got it. I don't understand.
Well, it's a bunch of videos of people eating shit, so it makes sense that we would eat shit as
exactly.
well. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Technical difficulties. Is this thing on?
They happen.
All right. Yep.
What are you going to do?
Hey, here we are.
Yeah. So,
it's Monday.
Yeah. How
We
was your
sound
weekend?
good. It's a Monday and we sound good.
Hey, we'll take it, right?
It's a win already.
Yeah. How was your weekend? Good?
I had a good weekend. We worked our asses off.
Yeah.
Yes. I am a bit sore today.
Yeah, so am I. I woke up. It was bad when I woke up. I was like, oh, boy, this is going to be a real problem. And then as I kind of got going and...
I got to the alarm went off first time.
Yeah.
And my immediate reaction was,
Snooze.
oh, fuck no.
Or
I'm
call
not
in.
just, oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
And then, so I snoozed again. Yeah, hit snooze, laid down, thought about it for a while. Went off again, was like, yeah, probably not. Hit snooze again, woke up and was like, all right, I should probably do this.
Yeah.
Turned my alarm off, right? Because I was getting out of bed, feet on the floor, alarm off, not a snooze.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it starts going off when I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
Alarm off, stood up, everything hurt.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Yeah.
Went, oh, fuck this.
What was it? Your back, your neck, your pussy, and your crack?
All of them, all four.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Laid right back down and then played the world's most dangerous game of laying down with no alarm.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Can't do it.
Laying
you just
there.
can't play that game.
I won.
You did?
I did.
Incredible.
I laid there for a little bit.
What would
processed
happen if you
everything.
didn't call into work and you just slept for 6 hours? Nothing.
Actually, technically, totally fucking legitimate. You have, by our union rules, you have until, I think, noon the next day. Like
Really?
to technically contact anybody, you know, it's not like a no call, no show, go fuck yourself, you're gone.
Yeah.
I think, I forget, it's either full 24 hours or something crazy. Like,
What a great unions are great at times, aren't they?
they are at times. Yes. Indeed.
Yeah, I mean
No
that's
doubt.
what an amazing thing to throw into your contract,
right.
Like, yeah, there were a couple times, and I just slept right through the damn alarm, and they threatened to fire me, or
Yeah.
they did fire me. This is bullshit. Never
Right.
again.
Well, I think it's
Give
more.
me till noon the next day.
Yeah, I think it's more of the, if something's actually like an emergency or a crisis or a problem,
Yeah.
that calling into work wasn't my first priority. Something, maybe, I don't know, whatever. And my job's fine. I'm in no danger of going anywhere. So
Yeah.
I could go
So
a
is
couple of
AI
days.
going to take your gig at some point?
Can't. Oh.
No?
That motherfucker can figure out how to wire a building and do the shit I do every day. Then God bless him.
Yeah, robots climbing ladders and being
All
on
that
cherry
idiot did
pickers.
was bring up a pair of tools. No.
Yeah, that's going to be it's going to be interesting. Can you
If they
imagine
do, it'll
the-
be long past I'm retired. I don't have
Yeah.
that much left. Holy shit. I hope, God willing.
You imagine if the only gig still out there for humans to do is electrician?
Right?
You know what I mean? Because I got a story today about
Well, hey, trades, man. I'm telling
chefs,
you.
dude. Chefs are going away
Well,
eventually.
Yeah.
You know?
When you can, because that's replication.
Yeah.
Like everything I do is different. Like everything I do is different and unique. That's
Do you
what
ever
that's
get
what I like
confused?
about
Like,
it.
oh man, I've never seen this before. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what to do.
yeah, it happens for
Really?
sure. Yeah. Especially
What do
when
you
I do
do?
like a lot of service work. When you got to go troubleshoot, you just show up somewhere and they're like, "Hey, this isn't working." You got to figure out why. You walk into some place you've never been, don't even know where the hell
I
anything's
just
at.
turn around and go home.
Wow, that's what I got paid to do. And I actually really enjoyed that part of it because it's challenging. Like I would blow my fucking brains out if I sat in a cubicle. And did some
Agreed.
stupid shit all day, every day. No
Horrible.
offense to you guys, the ones that can do it, you're a stronger person than I. But I'm in different places all the time. I mean, there's good and bad to it.
Yeah, when it's the dead of winter.
Dead
and
ass
you're
of winter. I'm outside freezing my bag off when it's 100 degrees outside and there's no air. I'm in the middle of the sun.
Yeah.
No power. Eating the fucking lunch out of my lunchbox, a cold sandwich when it's fucking 10 below, shit like that. But it's challenging. It's unique all the time. Everything's different. There's always different sort of challenges to everything that you're going to do. You have to, nothing is absolute cut and dry or cookie cutter on any level.
How much
in
fuck
anything that
around
you do.
time do you get?
It depends. I mean, sometimes none. Sometimes it's balls to the wall. Sometimes quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Seems
there's
like
always
in my job,
basically-
it was nothing but fuck around time. I mean, yeah, you'd put stuff together, you'd have to do all that kind of stuff, but so much of what led to good discussions on the air was absolute. It's like a writing room, almost. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking around leads to something on the air that's great, and so it's like, well, was it really fucking around or was it research?
Yeah, but when it's all said and done, I got to get the lights on. So
Right.
something has to be done. It can't
Yeah.
just talk about how to do it for too long. Eventually, you got to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that'll never happen. AI will never take that. That's one of the things.
Well,
It's
I don't
just-
know. Famous last words. I mean, 100 years from now,
And fine,
those
who
things will
cares?
be.
That's possible. Who
Yeah,
knows?
they won't even look like robots anymore.
We
They'll
won't
just
even
look
have electricity
humans.
20 years from now. It'll all be telepathic fucking Bluetooth. Who knows?
Yeah.
We won't even
Bluetooth
need
will be
wires.
long gone. We'll
exactly.
be onto something new. We'll be onto red tooth by then.
For sure. I did almost die this weekend.
You did?
Like
Like gunshot to the mouth or?
Well, I was assaulted by a giant wad of cottonwoods.
Oh,
I was out after I'd cut the grass. I went out with the blower. I clean off the mower and shit, and clean out the the driveway and stuff before I bring it back in. And there's a spot that's just a fucking grouping of those cottonwoods. I mean, it looks like 4 inches of snow across the whole thing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And normally I won't fuck with them too much, right? But just kind of go. I mean, I decided to go after it for whatever reason, and I got into the snow globe. Shit just coming all around me, and I watched it happen. In slow motion, they're all of them, and then one was like a fucking wad of like 40 of them together, whatever. It was
Looks like someone blew on 100 dandelions.
right. And I watched it kind of go up and like swirl around, and then I just happened to take this big breath, and I watched it go shoot side like right into my fucking mouth, straight into my throat. I was in tears, choking. Thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it up.
Can you
get it
imagine
down.
if that's what took you out? Of everything you've
Right?
been through in life,
Exactly.
a fucking cottonwood, a ball of cotton.
I still feel like it's there.
That's a horrible feeling when you inhale a bug.
Yeah.
Because I did that too on a much smaller scale with one of the Cottonwoods, where I was out back and did one of those.
It took one right up the schnoz.
And right up the schnoz, and it was like, but it didn't go like through the whole system, and I was able to get rid of it.
Yeah. No, I ended up swallowing it, which I'm sure is great. My allergies, as bad as they are, my throat's just going to close up.
Right.
Take me to the ER. But yeah, I was touch and go there for a minute. I really, like I said, I could not breathe.
What's the move?
I was down. I was on one knee in the fucking driveway. Tears running down my fucking face, and could not breathe. Like I don't know how long it was. It felt like an hour.
Yeah.
It might have been 10 seconds, but I couldn't breathe for a minute. It finally broke free. But you almost lost me.
That's brutal. That would be a shit way to go.
I'd
lie. I'd lie and say, I don't know, he was in the middle of some vicious four-way with four of the hottest chicks you've ever seen.
Yeah.
His heart gave out.
Heart attack.
What are you going to do? Yeah. I mean, that's my go-to excuse if something happens to you like that.
Well, that would be a lot more believable than
a flower.
Yeah, that'd be a lot more believable than a wad of cotton.
Yeah, taking you out. Right? Exactly.
So I'm lucky. I'm glad to be here.
Well, what's worse, inhaling a cottonwood almost to death or eating shit on a stage?
Depends on who's
more
watching.
Embarrassing.
Yeah,
the whole world.
Yeah. Well, nobody saw me, and if I didn't just say it now, nobody would have even known about it. So I'm going to go with eating shit on stage in front of a worldwide audience.
There's been a lot of talk about our president eating shit on
we
stage.
touched on it last week.
Yeah, we sure did, and
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
I found it hilarious the amount of people that feel they need to come to the defense. Like, doesn't that say something about you? If you're like making excuses for politicians doing something stupid, it's hilarious to me. You know,
it is.
Like if Trump had wiped out, I'd find that hilarious.
Yep.
You know, if Trump goes down in a heap and his fucking hair is all askew, I wouldn't be like, well, yeah, that would happen to anybody, you know.
Oh, could you imagine that hair flop when he went down all fucking weird and shit to watch that thing just flopping all over.
Whatever that thing is.
Whatever that thing is.
Rat's nest on his head.
The still photos alone would be worth it.
What would you give to see a shot of him coming out of the pool or out of a shower?
Well,
because that thing probably hangs to his waist.
I'm gonna opt for pool over shower.
Yep.
For one.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what's really going on.
I mean, that thing's gotta come down.
Yeah.
At least below his chin.
Yeah, I'd like to see what's really going on.
I mean, because it's wrapped in it's the weirdest hair ever.
There's a lot going on for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the media, the New York Times, they described Biden as sharp and fit. A couple of adjectives don't jump to my mind immediately when
I'll give him fit. He's holding it together. I'll give him fit.
For 80?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fit for 60, really. I mean, I don't know how strong he is still, but he's fit.
Yeah. Well, he's always challenging people to push-up contests and
right?
stuff.
Friend or whatever.
Fat.
Yeah. But I will not go with sharp.
No.
Any level.
Striking stamina. Would you claim
sharp as a bowling ball is what he is?
Yeah, exactly. Striking stamina?
No.
Because that's another way they described him.
No. Isn't he napping by 4 o'clock?
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. Shuts it down.
Gets his ice cream. Goes take a little nappy nap.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
The Washington Post said the wipeout on stage helps him appear more human.
Okay.
Does it? These are just things that I wouldn't have thought of. Like, oh wow, he's one of the guys.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the a trait I'm looking for in the leader of the free world.
No,
just one of the guys.
One of the guys.
Just human.
Oh yeah, dude,
fucks up like everybody else.
He loves ice cream.
Trips on
he's
shit.
Constantly wiping out, falling on his face.
Forget stuff. Just one of the guys.
Just like you, dude.
Not exactly an endearing fucking quality in the leader of the free world for me.
They listed it, and then they're like, oh yeah, the whole whataboutism, like, oh yeah, well Gerald Ford wiped out. What about that? And you're like, yeah, he's another old fucking codger.
Yep.
Who cares?
How many times did he wipe out?
I don't know about good old Gerald. Didn't he go to Michigan?
He was a Michigan man, yes sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Chevy Chase. That's a classic SNL bit. Chevy Chase doing Gerald Ford and like falling on shit, doing his physical comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, so I don't know if that happened multiple times or it just happened once and it became a shtick.
Yeah, which could be.
Yeah. And maybe it was, I just remember that one bit, and that was him making fun of that one fall.
Isn't that wild how that can happen? I know, like, Dana Carvey doing George
Bush.
H.W. Bush.
Yeah.
He never said, not going to do it.
Right.
Like,
Wouldn't be prudent.
Wouldn't be prudent. He never said. But, like, that's what people
No
think
new
of.
read my lips. No,
No
new
new
taxes.
taxes. Now, he did say that.
Yeah, and he raised taxes. But
The Times piece, which took 4 reporters to write,
okay.
including the top 2 White
brain
House
trust.
correspondents, was headlined Inside the Complicated Reality of Being America's Oldest President. The 2 Joe Bidens coexist in the same octogenarian president, sharp and wise at critical moments, the product of decades of seasoning, able to rise to the occasion, even in the dead of the night, to confront a dangerous world.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You know how you choked on a cottonwood this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would take him out for sure.
Yeah. Do you think it's smart for these guys to be choking on his cock like this?
No,
I
definitely
mean,
not.
it just seems like if you're the media, the last thing you'd want to do is choke on the president's octogenarian cock.
Only thing he's doing in the middle of the night is getting up to pee every 3 hours.
Right? Yeah. But yet a little slower, a little softer, a little harder of hearing, a little more tentative in his walk, a little more prone to occasional lapses of memory in ways that feel familiar to anyone who's reached their 9th decade or has a parent who has. The writers don't call out the many false memories Biden repeats ad nauseum. Yeah, he still claims that his kid Bo fucking died in Iraq. It's like, no, he had brain cancer, asshole. What are you talking about? But no one corrects him. They're just like, faulty memory. What are you going to do?
Sure.
He can be quirky when children visit.
He was at the top of his class, too, wasn't he?
Well, no. Yes, and no.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
he said.
as he claims, yes.
Okay, right.
In reality, no. He was very, very much towards the bottom of his class.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not taking issue with that. I don't know where I would have been in my college class because I really didn't go to college.
That's fair.
Top, bottom, I don't know. We'll never know. Like many his age, Mr. Biden repeats phrases and retells the same story, often fact-challenged. Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
Challenged. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's
Fact-challenged
like unhomed
stories.
And,
Yeah.
fucking, what's the new one for fucking hunger?
Maps?
No, food insecure.
Oh, food insecurities.
Food insecurities. Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Let's just put
sure.
cute names on this shit.
Often fact-challenged stories again and again. He can be quirky when children visit. Yeah, often sniffing their hair. He may randomly pull a book by Bill Butler Yeats off his desk and start reading Irish poetry to kids.
That's perfect.
Jesus Christ.
You just grabbed the wrong book.
Yeah.
Is this one Dr. Seuss? Is this one with the eggs and the ham in it?
And even though Biden shuffles everywhere he goes, which prompted him to fall over a sandbag as he oversaw the graduation ceremony at the U.S. Air Force Academy last week, the Times said, at the time, he is trim and fit, exercises 5 days a week, and doesn't drink. John Nicosia, president of News Cycle Media, ripped the Times piece, a 4-writer slobbering piece on Biden's age from the Times, with gems like, yet people who deal with him regularly, including some of his adversaries, say he remains sharp and commanding in private meetings. Diplomats share stories of trips to places like Ukraine, Japan, Egypt, Cambodia, and Indonesia, in which he often outlasts his younger colleagues.
I'm sure he does.
Okay. Lawmakers.
He also
point
did
to-
get a nap that day, so.
Yeah, he also shit his pants at the Vatican.
That is not a fact, Michael.
Yeah,
There's a rumor, and rumor is not a fact.
that's right. I forgot about that.
But he absolutely shit his pants.
He 100% did. He had a change of clothes at the Vatican. Who does that? He changed his fucking suit. Enough said. Lawmakers point to a long list of accomplishments as proof he gets the job done. National Review said what's more likely is that many of the presidential level decisions are not being made by him at all. Meanwhile, the Post put its own positive spin on Biden's fall. President Biden's onstage tumble made headlines around the world, but he's far from the only world leader or political candidate who has taken a highly visible fall. Trips and tumbles are fodder for laughs, cringes, and hot takes. It breaks the image of infallibility of powerful figures. But there is something captivating about politicians appearing more human. Think of slapstick comedy, breaking the seriousness of this and ceremonial aspect of the event. Then listed a bunch of times other politicians have fallen,
Okay.
such as President Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Well, President Ford, you want to watch President Ford?
I would love to. Which one? Let's see.
So we'll judge these on their face.
Okay.
Since they listed President Ford eating shit.
That's our first one. Is
No,
G.
that's
Ford?
that's.
Oh no! Whoops! I clicked wrong. Sorry. Here we go. Here's
There
Ford.
you go. So here's Ford falls down the airline steps. Okay, this has potential.
All right. Well, it's not up the steps, but
Yeah.
let's see how we do.
For President Ford, the year seemed full of snags. In June, he fell down the plane steps on arriving in Austria.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no. Let's break these down as they go.
Yeah. Would have been better if he fell from the top of the stairs.
All the way down, yes. Now the difference is, especially if you want to go apples to apples here, Sleepy Joe was by himself walking up the stairs.
Yeah. But
Gerald
remember,
is
there was
obviously in the rain, and he's walking down with the first lady,
Yeah.
and holding an umbrella, trying to stay under the umbrella, walking side by side with somebody else on these steps,
Yes.
that are obviously slippery, because of the rain.
I think his is worse than Biden's because Biden, remember, there was a gust of wind.
Oh, we didn't account for the wind.
Yeah. So I don't know what the wind was like this day.
I want to see the moment of
Now,
fall here.
If he ate shit towards the top of Air Force One, that would have been a tumble that doesn't end. till
Yeah,
the
he would have
bottom.
gone,
Which
all
would
the
have
way
been
down.
great.
Yeah. So
Would
what
have
does he?
been
What
great.
does he get here? The last 5 or 6 steps, maybe.
Yeah.
They
or
look at
3.
The old Air Force One, the Spirit of '76.
Yeah.
All right.
Arriving in Austria.
Arriving in Austria. What
Last
did he
couple.
do there? Did his knee just
It
buckle?
almost looked like like he turned an ankle or something there, maybe. Oh, hold on.
Arriving in Austria.
Arriving in Austria.
All right. It just kind of missed a step. or
It's like a
something?
fake fall.
Serious with
A little
two-
bit.
Because that step, he's got it, and then his knee gives out.
But a whole
Yeah.
lot more serious with the 2 attempts to
But
assassinate.
I mean, it jumps up.
Wait, did you hear that line? Back that up.
What's the guy saying?
Back it up. Listen to the guy.
But a whole lot more serious with the 2 attempts to assassinate him.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would agree.
With the 2 attempts to assassinate him.
I would agree with that. Those are definitely more serious than fall down a couple of steps.
Okay, so let's watch Biden fall up the stairs, and I think you're probably right. Biden falling up the stairs, even with a gust of wind.
Even with the wind,
is
I mean, we got
worse.
a nice sunny day. Obviously breezy.
Yeah.
Obviously breezy. We cannot take that not into account.
Walking on metal in the rain, dangerous no matter what age.
Exactly
you are.
right. And I mean, let's talk. This is what that was 50 years ago, more.
Yeah.
Of Ford. I think
46 years ago.
I think the steps in traction has probably come a long way since then. Too.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got carpet on his stairs.
Exactly.
Biden's got fucking carpet on his
and
stairs.
dude was like fucking walking down with the first lady too. Like,
Yeah.
we're like her. They're side by side on the steps, so he's
Yep.
trying to watch. There's
And
a lot of other things going on.
To your
there.
point, holding an umbrella above their heads.
Actually, she was holding the umbrella. Otherwise,
was
the umbrella
she?
would have gone down when he went down.
he had her holding the umbrella.
Well, she had the umbrella, which is not uncommon for a woman because then they're completely under it and they have the control.
Okay.
Right? And so he's kind of walking with her and taking care of her and
Yeah.
So there is that. But up the stairs is
Next
special.
level. It's next level.
Multiple.
I still want this on a T-shirt. If anybody can make me a T-shirt of Biden eating shit walking up the stairs.
Actually, my favorite is the fucking what was it the FBI?
Great
It was
pause.
something they did. I know when they had the redaction. All the word, something they released was all
yeah,
redacted,
yeah.
but they had the redacted like the steps of this thing, and it was
Yeah.
him falling up the redacted fucking story. That
it was
one
just
of the,
it was like a GIF loop. of
Yeah.
him tripping over all the fucking redacted lines.
Yeah, exactly. They made it look like the steps. That was great. All right, hold on.
Oh,
let's give it
got
the
it.
credit it
Yeah.
deserves. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Nope. Save the best for last.
All the way.
By the way,
Yeah.
T, what is the play here? Do you regroup after the first one? Because he tried to fix it, act like nothing happened.
Yeah, because he doesn't go all the way down. It's a little stumble, but he saves it. The first one, anyway. Gets a little, catches a toe. And again, I can't speak. All right, whoop, got it. And if he saves that after the first one, right?
He's fine.
If he just catches that little stumble, doesn't go down, makes it to the top, and does his stupid mask salute when he gets to the top,
yeah,
no problem.
Yeah.
Right? Look at, okay, good, you're fine. And then, shit, fuck.
He's doing that thing where he's trying to pick up the pace and skip, and a jump in his step.
Got to shuffle to his step. That's, exactly. Look, because I'm young.
Forget that I'm 150 years old.
Sharp and fit.
Yeah.
Right. My favorite is the mass salute up here too.
Yeah.
Right. Turn around.
Turn around. Oh
good.
yeah.
I'm good to go.
There you go. Yeah.
Only thing would have been better would have been a thumbs up there at the end, like I'm okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All
great. Set. That is 100% worse than Ford's.
Okay. Well, let's see. You haven't seen Boris Johnson.
I have not.
Yet.
I have not. But I'm going case by case.
Yeah. And don't let politics come into this. This has very little to do with politics itself.
I broke that down to the elements.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with political affiliation whatsoever. That is based on fucking falls, period.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, so let's see Boris Johnson.
Okay. Wait, Denmark?
No, that's
Prime Minister. You don't have Boris up here.
Oh, I don't?
No. Biden.
Okay. Well.
Biden. Ford.
Okay,
Denmark's
let's watch
PM.
Denmark Prime Minister Helle Thorning-Schmidt. I'll tell you. I'll
is
ruin
that
it
John
for you.
Jacobheimer's fucking mom?
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Helle Thorning-Schmidt. Her name is my name too, something along that. So, what I would say about the Boris Johnson one, Boris Johnson eating shit is bullshit because he's playing tug of war, and someone gives a good yank and he kind of stumbles forward.
Oh,
it's
well,
like
that. Yeah,
isn't that part of the game?
Absolutely.
Like children eat shit doing that.
Yep, that's
so.
Yeah, no, that doesn't even count.
Yeah,
that's not just walking. These are people just fucking walking.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay, so let's watch.
If that's an example that they gave,
that's the example they gave.
That's how desperate they are to try and fucking make this
Hey,
to normalize this. Yeah, see,
yeah, they're all eating shit.
Yeah.
So this is Helle Thorning-Schmidt, John Jacob Jingleheimer's sister.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This one's weird, like how it plays. I don't understand. Oh, they got this into like a fucking remix.
Okay, I'm going to say she's in high heels, missed a step, but she's young.
Yeah.
I mean, it appears young anyways, right? I'd hit that.
Oh yeah, that's a heel. That's a heel blowout for sure. You see that ankle. You see it all the time, a classic. Oh.
What do you think of the guy's reaction to stage left, trying to grab her? I think his reaction time's not bad. He has no chance of grabbing her.
No. Yeah, she's down before you can get it. And the hands are out before she hits the ground.
Yeah.
You know, he's aware that there's a situation, but she goes straight down. Oh, is this the same chick again? No, it's somebody else.
Ooh, who's that?
I don't know, but she's not as hot.
Yeah, she eats shit. That looks like another high heel incident. Ladies, what are you doing to yourselves?
And I don't know what. I don't know what kind of fucking terrain we're talking about. Oh, she goes to the grass. Oh, this is
this is just a loop of people eating shit.
Oh,
models.
This is fabulous. This is great.
Models going.
The gift that keeps on giving right here.
She's going.
Into the pool.
Into the pool for you.
Dude doesn't even break stride.
No.
Fucking the Samoan right here.
He's got a job to do. He's got a job to do.
Well, now what are we doing? How do I get fucking back out of here? Did she fart? What are they laughing at?
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, did she fart? She might have.
Well, let's see what she was
PM
like.
gets giggles.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't speak fucking Dutch or whatever the fuck that is.
Denmarkese. She, she was talking about circus elephants.
Oh, okay. All right, we got.
So then.
Okay, so hold on. This one,
High heel goes.
High heel goes. Yes, that's a totally next level element that women deal with that guys don't.
This is a tire blowout on the freeway.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. Couldn't see it coming.
Well, I'm not saying she broke a heel necessarily. I equate a blowout on the freeway with your tire to breaking a heel.
Okay.
Your ankle just gives out.
Well, you're
it's
walking
a little
on
bit on you.
mini
Sure.
stilts. I mean, women walking around
It's
on
definitely
mini
more difficult.
stilts.
Again, I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying that blowing a tire is completely out of your control.
I think
A heel snapping is completely out of your control.
Yeah.
Your ankle gets a little fucking saucy and gives out.
True.
A little bit more in your control.
Yeah.
The next one, this chick. So again, no, Biden's is still worse.
Yeah, and if she was an octogenarian, maybe
Exactly.
that would be funnier.
Yeah, no.
But she's 40, 35,
right.
you know?
But this chick, you know what I think what happens here? I think she's probably healed up proper too.
Yeah.
And I think she hits the grass because if you look, she comes off the hard pack here, whatever this thing is in Bangladesh or whatever the fuck we're at.
Yeah.
And she gets into the grass. And you get that heel to just sink down into the fucking grass, and you don't stand a chance.
Get
Look
your
at,
fucking Chiron
right?
out of the way.
Look
You're ruining.
Oh yeah, look
God,
at. See, but
she
if you
goes
look,
down quick.
Look at 2 steps into the grass where she's at right there.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
probably wearing heels, and that thing digs right down, and you're fucked. There's nothing
Boy,
you
oh
can do.
boy, does she have a different? Is gravity different for her than the rest of us? Because she goes down so fast.
Which one? She goes.
The next one.
Well, I think
This one.
Yeah,
Look,
because
she's up and then she's
and then
gone.
she's because
Gone.
I think what happens is I think one foot sticks, and so all of a sudden you're just in stride, and that one foot sticks in the ground, and then you go to move and it's not there, and you don't have any choice. All your momentum's going forward. You're like on the steps. The other chick, she's in steps mode.
Yeah.
So she's going down the steps, like this.
True.
The other chick's just in full stride, and all of a sudden it's like hitting a tripwire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you don't see something. It's different from like slipping and falling.
Yeah.
That's like all of a sudden your foot just stops and all your momentum
down you
takes
go.
you down. Down you go.
Yeah.
As you know with the ice.
I still think Fidel Castro might be my favorite.
That's that
there's-
straight
there's-
misstep and the confidence
The
in
confidence.
the stride.
There's such a confidence and arrogance to him.
Almost, even yes.
And to eat shit, he got up. He would have been, he's very brown
mad
faced,
as
so he was
fuck.
probably purple faced.
Mad as fuck.
Oh, he definitely
had to
killed someone over this.
Probably. Yeah.
Do we have it? Can we watch it really quick?
Yeah. Yep, we do. Let's see.
Yeah, he gives a speech. He's got his pinky raised on when he's sipping the
Oh,
water.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. The pinky out is really the classy part of this.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that Castro was that fucking classy.
Yeah, he is.
It's impressive. Have a sip. Look at that fucking pinky.
Oh,
Look at
straight
the
as an
pinky.
arrow. Straight
Look
as
at
an
that.
arrow.
I mean,
He practices that.
you have to. Oh, I mean,
Look at him. I just killed it. Look at
Right,
everyone
it
going
makes me
nuts for
want-
me
right? Here we go.
for that pinky out.
Yep. And, oh, shit. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, there's something about that change of elevation, too.
Yeah.
It just fucks you all up.
Because
even what you think is the ground is not the ground.
there's nothing you can do. Once he misses that step, it is over, Johnny.
Yeah, over.
There's nothing he can do
Over.
about it.
Yeah.
One more time.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, fucking
just-
hey. Oh, boy. People tripping over themselves to get to him. I would have just turned around and ran. I don't want to be anywhere near this guy.
Yeah.
Fuck this. I don't want him to remember my face at all.
All right, let's watch one last time Biden with the sandbag, and then we'll move on.
Okay. Cool. I gotta pause that one out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is the latest one where they're
This
like,
is the-
hey,
yes,
just like
exactly.
everybody
Just
else.
like nothing,
This
right?
happens to everybody.
And again, in his defense, this is probably the least egregious of them all. I've made some excuses for this guy. Why do we have the circle of death up here? What the fuck's going on? I've made some pretty good excuses for a lot of his faults. The bike, I can
Yeah.
justify on some level with that stupid toe guard.
Yeah, which
I
they
can-
took off the next day. They
Smart,
removed it.
yeah, because you don't ever want to have that happen again.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see exactly how that would happen, and I could totally see it happening to me if
Yeah.
I was on a bike that either I'm not used to, because I'm sure it's not his fucking bike, wherever he was at or whatever they were doing.
Oh, probably was, right? In Delaware when he's rolling around the fucking island or whatever?
Maybe, but whatever. Here's a bike.
Yeah.
Ride it.
True.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably not, I think he's out riding his bike a lot. I mean, he knows how to ride a bike, but
Yeah.
he's really just riding his bike all the time. Got his bike in the White House. Did that make the move to the White House?
Not in the White House, but in Delaware. I think he does go for bike rides
might.
a lot.
He
Yeah,
might.
with his little helmet on and everything.
Well, then I will say this. If that is his bike, that's way worse.
Really?
Because then you should know you got the fucking tow guards on there, and you should know how to deal with it.
Yeah, but
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, and maybe he forgot.
I was going to say, what if it's absolutely his bike, but he doesn't remember that it's his bike?
It's possible.
Because then it's
he
like
remembers
a brand
how to
new
ride
bike
it.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, that I try to look at these things objectively. It's nothing to do with politics at all. Of what the situation of why and how you fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But I don't think this is going to play.
Yeah.
We still haven't watched it.
It's probably the internet taking it down because it makes Biden look bad.
Yeah, right.
So they're just removed it completely.
Maybe. Yeah, we're not. Here we
there
go.
he goes.
We got it.
All right. And eat shit,
there
fella.
he goes. All right.
Oh, yeah. Dust yourself off, pal.
So what about this first attempt to get up here? Down
Not
he
good.
goes.
It's not a
Down,
good
down
look.
he goes. Look at legs kind of there.
And then he gives out. Yeah.
Well, his leg is kind of under him. That's a weird position to be in. But
Yeah, anytime you crumple,
right.
you know,
Yeah, it's not good.
it's not good.
No bueno, senor.
Do old people get embarrassed anymore when they
Oh,
do
my
stuff like that,
God.
when they eat shit, or
Come on.
do they get embarrassed, or is it just like, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I don't know that he gets embarrassed anymore. It's fucking just
Kind of a
another
daily
day at the
thing.
office. It's kind of where we're at now, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that one's gonna make the rounds.
Yeah.
Get on that one, team.
Whatever
Clean
you
that
do,
one up.
honey, don't watch the news tonight.
Right? Outlaw sandbags. That's it. There's going to be fucking a presidential decree against sandbags on stages.
Yep. Yeah. Or carpeted stairs.
Right.
You know, all of those things.
All of them. Hey. The weather's flipped, so it's time for Zott Ford's summer savings event. The warm weather brings hot deals and superior savings, making now the best time to take advantage of the deep discounts and remaining 22s in stock. Plus, Zott Ford has 0% financing on tons of inventory, including Escapes, Edges, Explorers, Expeditions, and F-150s. Hey, how about this? Zott Ford's also bringing back their much-loved Sign and Drive lease. That's right, the Sign and Drive lease is back. For example, you can get a 23 Explorer below $450 a month, Sign and Drive, a 23 Bronco Sport under $480 a month, Sign and Drive, or a 23 F-150 below $490 a month, damn it, Sign and Drive. Last but not least, our friends at Zott Ford may not have the grammatical wisdom of me, T-Roy, but they do have the military trifecta, which means if you're active military, a veteran, or a first responder, Zott says thank you with an additional $1,000 in savings. So go check out all the details, plus Zott's summer savings and incredible inventory in dealsinthed.com.
radiofor1.com, of course, is live. You can get some merch there, the Amazon link, Amazon Canada. My Pillow is there, mystore.com as well. Just use promo code TDC. Give us a nice little kickback, so please do that. Groupon is there. And also a link to our Patreon page, which we put some new content in there this weekend.
Yeah, just load it up.
Yeah,
Indeed.
exactly.
And we have a new Patreon member.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to Mike Oriens.
Mike Oriens.
Yeah, a buddy of mine. We were overseas together.
Okay.
Yeah, from Ohio, right on the Indiana border.
Okay.
Tries to associate more with Indiana, but he's Ohio.
Is he an electrician?
He is an electrician. Yep.
Okay.
Met him we worked together through Iraq and Afghanistan.
Good worker?
Fantastic. We were
Really?
yeah, great dude. We were fucking thick as thieves, man. We were partners for a lot of the stuff we were doing. Him and I were a team together.
Yeah. Would you guys go out and tie one on, that kind of thing?
Well, no, you couldn't over there.
What?
We've
You
had
couldn't
this
go get
discussion.
shit-faced?
Yeah, no, you can't do any of that. Yeah, that fucking
Yeah,
general
but
order.
you can bank chicks.
General order number 1 is it was an issue.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we were both married, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
But no, great dude, man. And actually, we were an awesome team because, I know a lot of stuff, but I am terrible with like specifics, like our code book specifically, like all. I know I know the codes, but I can't go. Oh, that's Article 530.42, right?
Yeah.
And he could, and he
really,
yeah. So I would be like, hey, it's the this, that, and the other, and he would I would do the shit, and he would do the and we were a fucking money team.
Nice.
Yeah, because we didn't have to go back and look it up. Like, okay, just make notes, and then go back and cite everything of exactly what it was. He was like a fucking encyclopedia, man.
Really?
He could just be like, oh yeah, that's 420 fucking 32.7, exception C. Boom, and write it out, and our shit
Good
would be
for
done.
him.
Yeah,
and he's a smart guy. He's now a member.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Welcome aboard, buddy.
Yeah, welcme aboard. Any friend of T-Roy's is a friend of ours.
Yeah, I just talked to him a couple weeks ago. So.
Nice.
Indeed.
Nice.
Yeah, we're trying to get together.
Boy, oh boy, these stories like this really give me a case of the ass.
A case of the ass?
Yeah, red ass.
Oh, okay.
It just, you had a stroke of luck this weekend, right?
That I didn't die from the cottonwoods?
No.
Oh.
Even more when you were mowing the lawn.
Oh, I did. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, right.
Right?
I didn't think about that. Right.
You stumbled upon something. Well, we'll just tell people.
Yeah.
You were mowing the lawn and you found a random $10.
Well, no. To clarify, I was mowing the lawn, and there's a section in the back that just doesn't grow much. Dry, it's out in the sun, doesn't grow. So I saved myself about 10 minutes in about like a 30-foot fucking square area that I just didn't finish mowing because it was the same length as everything else I was cutting. So it's one small area in the whole lawn that I didn't actually mow.
Yeah.
And then I finished off and did that. Later, I was working on the sprinklers, and I was walking the perimeter.
Yeah.
Making sure everything was going on, looking for broken heads and stuff. And in that fucking 30-foot square that I didn't mow is a $10 bill laying on the grass in our backyard.
Unbelievable.
Now, I used it today to buy coffee.
Okay.
And it was chewed the fuck up. So I may have actually mowed over it and shot it into there and not seen it prior because it was chewed up pretty good.
Really?
So
and they took it?
I got rid of it as soon as I could, yeah.
Yeah.
The bitches,
Smart.
Bitches at Tim Hortons in the morning, they don't care.
Yeah.
It was still solid, but it had some pretty good chunks out of it.
Yeah. So that's okay. But the point is, you didn't look a gift horse in the mouth, and go, oh my God, a 10, call the police. You know what I mean? You accepted the gift that God had presented you.
Absolutely.
And you went and got yourself a delicious Tim Hortons coffee with it this morning.
And a bagel. Which
is why this
I didn't even take my change. I let the ladies keep the $3.75 back for the tip.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. See?
I was afraid they were going to question the bill.
Onto them.
I was afraid they were going to question the bill. So I was like, just keep it. Sir, I'm sorry. We can't accept this.
Which is why this next story is so absolutely infuriating. When you run into people that are such ingrates, presented a magical gift at any point, it just drives me nuts. It's like thank your lucky stars.
I hate
share with your friends and family, whatever, but don't be an asshole about it. So this woman, she goes through the drive-thru at Sonic.
This bitch, you mean?
Yeah, this
bitch. Okay.
So, Celine Gonzalez is her name. She's in New Mexico, so it's an international story.
All right.
She orders a hot dog, probably a foot long, knowing her. And she finds a bag of fucking Coke on top of the hot dog.
Holy shit.
Immediately fucking acts like the world's coming to an end. Oh my God, a kid could have gotten into this.
Oh my God.
Calls the fucking police. They go over, start going through the fucking footage at the store. Find out who dropped a delicious bag of blow in her fucking bag.
Oh, my God.
And arrested the guy on felony charges. The fuck is wrong with some people?
That is every part of that story is wrong.
It's horrible.
Celine, you could have just shut the fuck up and gone on, right?
Yeah.
You could have gone back and give the guy his blowback.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, I think you might have dropped something here. I didn't.
Yes.
I think this is yours.
Yeah.
You could have gone back and blackmailed him. Be like, what's this worth on the street? Couple $100? Give me $50. You can have it back.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to go.
Yeah.
But you sold the dude up
Fucking
the river?
Narc.
Fuck my God.
Oh, police verified the substance in the back was, in fact, cocaine, which they said was found after the woman began to eat. It's not like he sprinkled it on top of the hot dog. Like, it was just a baggie of it.
Can you imagine?
What a gift.
Can you imagine that guy shitting himself like fucking later? Like, all right, I'm going on break.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
When you go back and check the tape, he's got to be like looking around everywhere. What are you
Dude,
looking for? Nothing.
Nothing. Dude, 100% that's what happened. The cops went and looked at the video, and they found the guy going,
If he would have played it cool, they would have never known.
They would have never known.
Freaking out.
They just found the one guy running throughout the whole store going, shit, it's got to be here somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. So his name is David Salazar, 54 years old. And police arrested him on felony coke possession charge.
Oh, my God.
Footage showed, viewed by police showed Salazar frantically searching for something he lost.
What could that be?
After making Mrs. Gonzalez's order, Salazar told him he bought the blow in the restaurant's parking lot. So he just bought it in the parking lot, goes back to finish his shift like a gentleman. Now, how you drop it in Gonzalez's fucking order bag, I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean that's just sloppy handling right there.
oh, what a
That's that
shit
is.
day! Finally,
yeah.
You've been trying to get a hold of your blow dealer all morning.
Finally got it.
Finally got him. He finally agrees to come meet you at work.
Yep.
You pick up a baggie and then you accidentally throw it in a fucking
Sloppy.
sloppy. You can't do it, but you shouldn't go to jail for that.
You should not, for
You
sure.
know, felony charge. How big was this baggie?
I don't think it matters. Yeah, I don't think there's a minimum amount for blow.
I think it's pretty scary. We come here to get food for our families, and if a child found that, it could have been pretty bad or deadly. Oh, relax.
Relax.
Kid's not going to pick up a baggie of blow and be like, oh, dump it out and snort it.
Right? Well, you never know.
Sonic is not the only fast food restaurant to be making the wrong kind of headlines recently, joining Arby's. A dead guy was found in the freezer there. 63-year-old Guyot Lee. Yes, very good. He was a manager at Arby's. And they think that was an accident. So this dipshit locked himself in the... What's that?
This is what it reminded me of. Remember this? You ever seen this?
No.
This is one of my favorite all-time fucking scenes.
Hilarious.
Never seen this? This is so good, dude. So this girl is at whatever this is, a wedding party.
Looks like a birthday party or something.
An anniversary, something. And she's in for a family photo. So this is one picture of it. And then this is the picture of her face from her phone being taken. And then here's the picture of her phone that she gave to somebody to take the picture with her Coke bag stuck to the back of it when she pulled it out. The little fucking bag stuck to it. So this is all of it. Like, here, take a picture. Here, use my phone. Oh shit.
What is the move there? What's the move?
Pray that it doesn't fall off before she hands you the phone back. You immediately go and grab my phone. Say, thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's great.
Do you just run up and go, oh, sorry, and grab that phone?
As quickly as possible, yes.
By the way,
I think you do.
She's dangerously low on blow.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if that's for the whole party.
No, that's private stock.
No, it's private stock, but if she's got to be there for hours on end at a party, she is dangerously low.
Yeah, right.
I mean, as far as party drugs go.
Yeah.
She's got maybe 1.5 lines there, 2 lines left.
It might be a little more than that, but it's a family party. I'm not sure how fucking hard she's going in the paint.
Yeah.
But...
she does not want to be around her boring family all
whatever
night,
this is, I don't think this one's going too late, would be my guess. I think she's got to make it to about 10:30 and she's clear.
That is so fucking great.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of the other 3 old birds there
I would love to
recognized what
know.
it
I would
was.
love to have a follow-up on this to know if she got away with it. If
she didn't get away with it.
Well, I mean,
shit,
this is
'cause it's on
viral
Reddit.
now. You know what I mean? Right. But in the moment, I mean...
What do you say if someone sees that afterwards? Can you play that off as, oh, stop it. That's my baggie of flour. I make cookies everywhere I go. Or do you just fucking go, yeah, whatever.
That's not my phone. I don't know what you do there.
That's superimposed. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Like a bag of blow is going to stick
Right?
to that. I don't even know what that stuff is.
No, that's the bitch in the green dress. Look at her. She looks like a fucking cokehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's her. Look at her. Oh, but that's what that reminded me of. Fucking... As soon as it popped in my head of like my baggie. I love the picture of her, the close-up picture of her, like seeing it going.
Oh, shit.
No, not smiling for your photo, not looking at her, like literally looking right at the camera lens because that is right at your fucking bag going, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's... That's next level hilarious. I can't believe I've never seen that.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that's so good.
Yep.
So good. Yeah, she's
The internet wins again.
I would say, she's got to prepare better than that. First off, that's dangerously low for a party drug.
Yep.
To each their own, but I don't know what kind of bumps she's doing.
Who knows? This could be 3 a.m. She could be going hard in the paint. Fucking ready for a reload. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that stuff works.
Yeah. Me and my love of collectibles.
Yes. Especially your new show.
Yeah, I like that. I can't remember the name of the one I watched that was really good. I'll give it to people, but something about collectibles. I don't know what it is that I enjoy so much about them. And they can be stupid things too. There was one guy on that show that I was watching. His uncle worked in some high-end hotel somewhere in the world.
Okay.
And Michael Jackson stayed there. Oh. And it was like, ooh. And so he's got this letter of authenticity from the maids, as if you're just going to take their word. And they've got these fucking white hand towels caked in
black makeup.
In makeup. Yeah, it's like the tan shit.
Concealer.
Whatever it is that Jackson's wearing. And he's just washed his face and thrown the towel, discarded it. And he's like, I've got Michael Jackson's used towel. It's not really a good way to authenticate it. I mean, if he blew a load on it,
you get some DNA,
but this is just caked on makeup. So they're like, yeah, we sort of believe you.
It could also be any random bitch.
Yeah.
Coming back, wiping a.
But he's like, look at the dates. He stayed here during this. But it's like, yeah. But you could literally say he stayed anywhere in the world and claim this is the towel from it and just put a bunch of foundation on it.
Yeah.
So they weren't interested in that. But even stuff like that would be less impressive to me. But Winston Churchill loved his cigars. Mm-hmm. Loved them. As much as Bill Clinton. Now, Clinton didn't smoke them. He just jammed them in broads.
Didn't he smoke them after? No?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
But they burn slower that way.
Yeah, my guess would be.
When they dry out.
Vagine juice on them.
Yeah, when they dry out like that.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Winston Churchill, they said, smoked 8 to 10 cigars a day.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of cigars.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. I think he had a monocle, too, didn't he?
Churchill?
Didn't Winnie have a fucking monocle at times? I could be wrong about that.
Possible.
A cigar once smoked by Winston Churchill is set to be auctioned off alongside a handwritten note and the jar that it was stored in. Churchill, who led the United Kingdom through most of World War II, gave the cigar as a memento in August of 1944 to Hugh Stonehewer Bird. What a name, Hugh Stonehewer Bird. He was the consul general in Rabat, Morocco.
I don't see a monocle in any of the pictures. Lots of cigars.
No
monocles.
Yeah. Okay. I could be getting confused with someone.
He looks like a guy that would have a monocle.
Yeah, right?
But
do you have a picture of him there?
I have lots of pictures of him.
Okay.
But none with a monocle. You saw that.
Yeah, I did.
You saw that.
I did.
Right? Okay.
I did.
So you know it's not me.
Nerds!
Yeah, there's something odd going with my transition from screen to screen. They keep disappearing.
Oh, yeah. He's the guy I'm thinking of. There's a monocle somewhere in his history. I guarantee it.
It's not anywhere on any of these pages.
If you look like him, a curmudgeon like him, you get monocle's the way to go.
Now, again, like I said, there's a lot of pictures.
If this guy doesn't have a pocket watch, he should have a pocket watch at all times.
Definitely, that was the only watches there were back then. I don't think there was a wrist watch. I think there was only a pocket watch.
So what if you search Winston Churchill monocle?
Oh, well, then you're fucking rigging the odds in your favor.
I don't know how to spell monocle. Oh, okay.
Glasses.
God damn it.
Glasses. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yeah.
There's a black guy with a monocle. Does that count?
What? Black guys were allowed to wear monocles?
Well, it looks like that's new.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen a black guy in a monocle with a monocle.
I can honestly say I think that's my first as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was illegal. Honestly.
I'm not going to go with illegal. Just
why else would you not have seen one?
Socially frowned upon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's kind of a snootiness, with a monocle.
Yeah. What is the monocle about? I mean, is that just you got one bad eye? You don't need fucking glasses on both eyes. You just need one.
I don't know.
Or is that
it's hoity-toity?
It seems like there's got to be more to it. There's got to be more to it than that.
Google, why? What's the point of a monocle?
Right? That's got.
Yeah, like reading like this, because if you close one eye, and it's like, okay, I had a monocle, it doesn't work that well.
It does not. Look at this thing, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, it's being a dick, dude. No doubt about it.
It is. All right, carry on.
So, this iconic piece of memorabilia connected to one of Britain's most famous prime ministers and the Second World War, said Charles Hanson, the owner of the auction house selling the unique item. Churchill was renowned for his love of cigars, occasionally gave them as gifts to people who had helped him in any way. The cigar has been kept in the possession of the...
You're thinking of Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Teddy had a monocle, by the way.
Teddy. That's exactly who I'm thinking about.
Yep,
you're 100% right. Cigar has been kept in possession of the Stonehewer Bird family for over 75 years. That's pretty impressive.
You want to talk about interpretive or whatever the fuck this is? I went from that search and to Winston Churchill monocle.
Okay.
Right, was the last search. And then I deleted it and I typed why. And the first thing that comes up is, why doesn't the Monopoly man have a monocle?
That's a great question.
It is a great question, holy shit, dude. It's a new search, guys. We're done with fucking Winston Churchill Hill.
Yeah.
Everything is...
And who brought up Monopoly? You're bringing that up out of nowhere.
Exactly, right?
The cigar's been kept in this family for 75 years. We sold at auction at an auction house in Derbyshire. The guide price is expected to be between... So, in your opinion, a 75-year-old cigar smoked at least partially by Winston Churchill and given to the Stonehewer Bird family, what do you think that is expected to fetch at auction?
Could you imagine, whatever this number is, could you imagine if you just walked around and picked up all his butts?
Yeah.
So whatever this number is could have been at 8 or 10 a day or whatever he was smoking.
Yeah.
This could have been, although I guess it probably would be way less rare if there was that surplus. I'm going to say...
I'm going to tell you right now, you're never going to believe it.
Okay. I assume it's higher than you think I'm going to guess. Or lower.
Perhaps.
Okay. I'm going to go with $200,000.
See, that's what I would have thought.
Okay. Let's...
$750 to $1,120.
Okay.
Was it worth it to hang on to for 75 years?
No. I wouldn't even sell it at this point. I would just keep it.
So what did it picked up $10 a year for 75 years?
Yeah, I would just hang on. Well, then you may as well hang on to it for another 75.
Right. See if you can't get over $1,500 for it. That's bullshit. I don't believe it. I bet it'll go way more than that. The original handwritten label provides the provenance that collectors like. We hope this item will excel under the hammer. It was estimated that he went through between 8 and 10 cigars every day. He once defended his smoking habit after the king of Saudi Arabia informed him that he would not be allowed to drink or smoke around him. Well, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Fuck your Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I'd turn down the trip. Like, no, thank you. I drink every day and I smoke 8 to 10 cigars. You're telling me if I'm around you, I can't be drinking and smoking? Fuck off.
Well,
no.
I'm going to give you a meeting from 3 to 3:15, sir.
Yeah,
and that's
best
it.
I can do.
Best I can do. And maybe you should catch me about 7:30 in the morning. Increase your odds.
Yeah. His words were, as I was the host of the luncheon, I raised the matter at once and said to the interpreter that if it was the religion of His Majesty to deprive himself of smoking and alcohol, I must point out that my rule of life prescribed as an absolutely sacred right smoking cigars and also the drinking of alcohol before, after, and if need be, during all meals and in the intervals between them. I love this guy.
Well stated, sir.
This guy's the shit.
Indeed.
Cigars by famed prime ministers have done well at auction before. One sold for $26,000 in March. That cigar was one that Churchill had given to Chequers Trust auditor Leonard Herbert Norman in 1953.
Was this an unsmoked cigar or
I don't
smoked
know.
as well? Maybe there's a difference because it was already smoked. If this
I
was,
would think it'd be worth more if it was smoked
it was
by
in his mouth.
him.
Yeah, I would think
like
so.
anybody could open a package and hand you a cigar,
this
but
was Winston. This
fucking
was
DNA's
Winston
of this.
Churchill gifted me this guitar, this cigar.
to prove, and I've told this story before, but some of you may not have heard it, but over the years, smoking became less and less fashionable, especially in the office. This is not like the days of Mad Men.
Right.
But at the Drew and Mike show, we just defied all rules and smoked in the studio anyways, and guests were thrilled when they found out they were hanging out for an hour, and it was like I'd slide them an ashtray. And they're like,
I can smoke
fucking
in here.
smoking in this studio? I was like, yeah. They're like, literally the only studio in America. It's like, I know, enjoy.
Yeah.
And so Nikki Sixx, Bob Seger, they all came in and smoked their asses off. And then at the end of it, I would take the ashtray, and I had a plastic baggie hanging above my computer in my office that was filled with Nikki Sixx-arettes and Bob Seger-ettes.
Ah,
Yeah.
See what you did there.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so those are somewhere in this house.
Okay.
Somewhere in this house, I have a Nikki Sixx-arettes and Bob Seger-ettes,
Okay.
which I just collected from the ashtray that they smoked.
Well,
Now, I don't know if they're worth anything.
One day we'll stumble upon it and we'll take it to one of those those auction shows or whatever.
Yeah. Like, can you prove this American spirit was Nikki Sixx's?
Damn right. Get the DNA. Let's go.
Yeah. His DNA would be on it.
His DNA would be on it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you want to disprove it, then you get the DNA test to tell me it's not.
Yeah. In the meantime,
It is.
yeah.
Hey, insurance. We all need it, and most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. So call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900, and ask for our boy Brent at Wasik Insurance Services.
Yeah, boy. There we
Yeah.
go. The 1 year, it's been 1 year since What Is a Woman came out.
Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
they tried like crazy to shut it down on Twitter. And, you know, they did it under the guise that Elon Musk wasn't in town. He was out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back and was like, bullshit. No. You're not banning this documentary.
I'll allow it.
But the interesting thing is what you're hearing now, since it was for free on Twitter, and I believe it was free all weekend
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
So, after this,
Now, are you only allowed? Can you only stream that, or are you allowed to download that? I'm not
I think-
sure how
I
that
think it was
works.
streamed.
So you can watch it, but you can't save it. Is that correct?
perhaps,
Okay. I'm
without a
curious.
Daily Wire
Yeah,
subscription.
I'm just curious how that works.
Yeah. The tweet of the 90-minute film, which features Matt Walsh asking tough questions underlying the gender ideology movement, has amassed more than...
Wait. In the last few days since it streamed,
Yeah.
How many views? Is that what you're going to go?
Yeah.
130 million.
For context, I will say, let's see, where was it they had in here? Shit. It was like the number of people that watched the finale of Game of Thrones. It was like 19 million.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
170 million people.
I was fucking close.
Yeah, you
130.
were. I was shocked when he threw out 130. Dude, that's more than a third of the country.
I know.
That's insane.
Yeah, wow. And that was a real guess.
Yeah. 170 million
Holy
views.
shit. Yeah, that's half the fucking country.
Now that's probably globally, but
Still.
170 million views.
I'm just in concept of how many people that is. That's
yeah,
half the country.
half the country.
Yeah,
So estimated 330 million Americans.
How many people watch the Super Bowl?
Like 20 million.
Now,
So Game of Thrones,
mission accomplished. by the way.
19.3 million for the finale of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
President Soup's most recent State of the Union, 27.3 million.
Wow, really?
What is a Woman? 170 million views since being posted by the Daily Wire's Twitter account Thursday,
Wow.
which is the first day of Pride Month. When What is a Woman was posted to Twitter, Twitter labeled it hateful conduct and restricted its visibility. Smart move. Because of two instances of supposed misgendering, a viral thread by Jeremy Boring was seen by Twitter's owner, Elon Musk, insisted the penalties were a mistake by many people at Twitter. Backlash over the censorship was fierce. Twitter 2.0 under Musk was truly the free speech platform they were promised. Outrage grew until the restrictions were lifted by early Friday morning when Musk himself promoted the film, saying, if you remember, every parent should watch this.
Yeah. You think that's something to do with, like, what is it, the Streisand effect?
Yeah.
So,
dude, the next sentence in here is definitely this is the Streisand
look
effect.
at me.
You're nailing it, dude.
Good. I'm killing it today.
You are crushing it today.
Yeah. If they don't do anything about it and it just gets launched and there's no publicity about it, it doesn't get anywhere near that, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially because didn't Elon personally retweet it?
Yes.
And send that back out?
And said every parent should watch this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, if they just let it go and they let the Daily Wire just put it on their thing and promote it and let people share it as they can, it doesn't get nearly that much fucking play.
It ends up getting picked up by every news organization.
Exactly.
In America, especially.
And people that didn't know that it was free now do.
Yeah.
Would have never even thought about it, never even looked at it. Now I have an opportunity. Oh, you know what? That's right. I had to pay for it before, but now I can watch it for free. Hey, you want to watch this and see?
Yeah. Let's see what all the hype's about.
Exactly.
And then they go, oh my God.
Love
these
how they
people
fuck themselves right in the own ass.
I claim these people were the devils forever. And then you watch it. It's like, it's very hard to pick apart Matt Walsh when you watch it. It just is. So Elon said, definitely world champion Streisand effect. This is being covered almost everywhere on Earth now. By Sunday, it appeared at the top of the most popular section of the best movies at home list on Rotten Tomatoes for the month of June, beating out Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the Super Mario Brothers movie. The documentary also boasted positive audience score of 96%.
I was going to ask if the Tomatoes rated it or not.
Yeah. And then there was a blitz all of a sudden Sunday night.
What's the critics rating? Right? Because isn't there two different things?
Oh, probably 2%. Yeah.
That's exactly 98 for the people and 2 for the critics.
Well, there was some campaign to give it all a 1-star review, and it dropped them to 90%. After
by just doing
a campaign of 1 stars. Yeah, fuck them. What is a Woman has been such a massive success that the left can only resort to flooding the audience reviews on Rotten Tomato with 1-star ratings from people who did not watch the film, Matt Walsh said. This is quite incredible, Australian politician David Limbrick said. My wife and I just watched it. There are problems with it, but there's also serious issues raised that need to be discussed. Simply smearing it as transphobic and attempting to censor it is not an option.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were on when we watched it when it first came out. We said that. I mean, it was behind a paywall. So it was a difficult thing to do.
Yep.
So good on them for getting it out there. And it's just funny how that you think they're trying to censor it, but they did the exact opposite and put 340 million eyes on it.
which is impressive as hell. And I gotta say,
and more than that, really, because that's views. But I mean, 10 people could be watching it together.
Right.
So I mean, that's plays, not views. Really, you know what I mean? That's the bare minimum it could possibly be, and almost guaranteed to be much higher than that.
Most people are going to watch it with someone else, probably. I mean, some people watch it alone, but
but a lot of people watch it with somebody else, and people will fucking watch it together.
Yeah. And there's something interesting about it. I think we've said it before, but if that's your team and you're like, yeah, go get them. It's easy to cheer on any kind of snarky attitude, and you're shitting on the guys that I don't agree with, so kick their ass.
Yeah.
Matt Walsh did not do that.
He did not.
He can be a snarky, smart-assy, uppity kind of guy at times.
Yep.
Going after the woke agenda and whatnot. In this movie, he really didn't do that. He just went the questions are enough.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Just asking the questions and getting the response to legitimate questions is enough.
Yeah.
And so that's the way he played it through the whole thing. He really doesn't take any cheap shots. At
No, not really.
The
And
trans
again,
community.
You can only say so much because it's you're getting an edited version. I'm not going to discredit him, but you don't necessarily see the entirety of these clips. You don't see everything.
Yeah.
Some of it you do, but even stuff is still chopped together, so you don't see everything together. But for the most part, so if
You
there
would
are
know
parts,
though if people were taken out of context. It
No,
was
I'm
like,
not
oh,
saying-
this is all creative editing. I didn't say it like that.
Well, I mean,
You know.
but necessarily were his line of questioning that got to that point, what is a
Yeah.
woman? And then he could say something else. I'm not saying he does. I'm not accusing him of that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that it's not absolutely pure by any stretch. That
Well,
movie
there's
was
editing
put-
and everything.
There's
True.
editing and everything. And that
But-
movie was put out not objectively. That movie was put out by a side
Yeah.
for a point.
For sure.
So it's going to be put together that way.
However, remember, I think it was Trump's interview with like maybe 60 Minutes or something. And they were like, oh, he stormed out. And they showed video. That was the clip they kept playing.
Yeah.
Was him getting up and like, quote unquote, storming out of the interview.
Right.
And it was like, yeah, I have my own video crew that filmed this as well. That's bullshit.
Released the
Nobody
whole
stormed
thing.
out.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's like, this interview's gone long enough. You've asked all the questions. Thank you for your time. Shakes a couple hands and then walks out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, he didn't really get up and storm out because he couldn't answer your fucking questions.
Yeah.
That is editing that's unfair.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of people would say. So I would think in the case of this particular documentary, some of those people did tear off a microphone and walk out. Now, if he said, look, I told the guy I'd give him 15 fucking minutes. He took an hour and a half, and at some point, I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I said, okay, if you're not going to shut it down, I got to. I got things to do. And so I took my microphone off, but I gave him way more time than that would come out. You'd know that. And I haven't seen any of that stuff.
No,
So
none of that's really been contested at all.
yeah. Yeah. We've talked a lot about AI.
But if it's still out there, I highly encourage anyone that has not seen it
yeah.
to go see it. I don't care what your opinion is.
It
You should
might still be free on Twitter.
It might still be, right. You should absolutely see it. Everybody should see it just
Yeah.
to make up their own mind, have their own opinion of it, and understand what's out there and what's,
If for nothing more, T, than to bolster a stronger argument against your critics.
Sure.
Like, watch that for what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you really truly believe in your cause, you should be able to get behind it and go, no, this is where Matt Walsh is wrong and why this guy fucked up answering that question. Because I'm telling you right now, every person that answered those questions made it look like you're not living in reality.
No, exactly right.
It really
and
did.
and if those are the answers that you're using or those are the people that
You look
you're
foolish.
looking up to and, regurgitating those beliefs, you might want to see what's really going on.
Yeah.
How defending the indefensible, as it seems.
Right.
In a
Right.
way. You don't
There's-
really have an answer for stuff.
There's a lot of people I know. I mean, I had the discussion with Massey when he was here about nobody cares about this. And I understand that, like, it's such a tiny amount of people. Nobody cares. What is it, 0.01% of people that it affects? Why do you care? And it's like, well, I don't care about that. What I do care
that number
about
is growing exponentially.
exponentially. Explain this.
Right.
And the fact is, those people don't pay any attention to it, and so they don't know what's going on.
Until it's too late.
Right.
Like anything else.
Right.
It's not a problem until it becomes
He was
a problem.
blaming like parents and shit.
Global
I'm like,
warming,
Yeah, global warming.
right?
It's comical.
Yeah. It's so hot having a bag and a cock that you just got to chop that thing off, fucking streamline it.
Yeah.
Global
yeah,
warming.
Exactly. We've talked a lot about AI. I still love talking AI. I think it'll be great for us on some levels and shitty on others. And
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people making decisions for us that we didn't have a say in, which is
What else is
mildly
new?
disturbing. Exactly.
What else is new?
Well, there appears to be perhaps a new chef in town. I mentioned in the open, form of a robot, the Robo Chef. can learn how to create the perfect dish simply by watching cooking videos. This thing's just watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, upload every recipe in the world, and you have.
Yeah, you
all
would
the
already have
information
every
you
recipe
need.
in the world,
Exactly.
right?
Well, you have to watch cooking shows. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Was
I
this
didn't
an
know.
AI housewife? Is that what we're doing here?
I didn't know how to interpret that, but you're 100% right.
Every recipe should be already there. Like you,
Yeah.
you
A
watching
pinch of
video.
salt, a dash of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You need to, so the robot's sitting there all day long just watching YouTube videos like, oh shit, okay. Add a quarter cup
Well, I
of
guess you got to
lime
get the
juice.
techniques of stuff. It's important to see it done.
Okay, these things, robots seem amazing on one end and fucking semi-retarded on another.
But what is this? So, is this an actual? So I get it understands and can make the perfect meal theoretically through the data processing system. Okay, it knows all the information, it knows the temperatures, it knows the techniques, it knows all that stuff. How does it actually do it? Is it a robot? Does it have arms? Is it flipping the fucking pancakes? What are we doing?
I think so.
Okay.
But they've only got to make it
So is it-
salads right now.
I was going to say, is it going to the fridge to get the milk? Does everything have to be prepared for it, and then it can put the stuff together? What are we really talking about here?
Well, I'll tell you.
So if you line up all the things, and it can go.
Researchers at the University of Cambridge have programmed a machine to make a meal by following how a human makes it. Using AI, the robot is able to work out every single frame, which objects it's looking at, such as a vegetable, a hand, or a knife. Yeah, you don't want to cut a hand off and throw it in the dish.
Well, yeah, exactly. This AI seems been so flawless so far. Yeah, I'm just going to start chopping off hands.
Yeah. Over time, it's then able to identify which ingredients work best together and even point out when the human chef may have used the wrong amount. So he's critiquing humans now. He's talking shit about humans and how they cook.
And how do you know what goes best together?
Yeah.
Because
is he tasting it? Is
Well,
he
even-
have to do the ladle to his mouth too and taste
And,
everything?
and then you have to throw away the spoon because you can't put it back in.
Yeah.
No, but like anything is personal preference, is taste. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
you're living proof of that. You throw a dash of this in, a smidge of
yeah,
that.
but I mean, even like, okay, so this is you need olives in this. The fuck you do?
Yeah.
No, olives olives ruined that.
Nah, I
You know what I mean?
disagree wholeheartedly,
Exactly.
but I understand.
Right.
Personal.
The point.
Yeah.
So this needs more shrimp, perhaps.
Disgusting.
There you
Fucking
go. See?
Disgusting. I want shrimp scampi minus the shrimp and the scampi.
Okay.
It just says it.
That noodles.
Yeah. Sure. Noodles are good.
You
I like
want
noodles.
the scampi. The scampi's good. That's
What's
the butter and the
scampi?
garlic.
Oh, okay. I'll take the scampi. I thought it was that onion weird thing. I've never ordered it. I've never even taken a bite of it.
I thought scampi was an onion.
Or a potato, or like that. What's that orange? What's that round shit about? Yay big.
I'm not looking at your finger. I'm not falling for that shit.
No, okay,
Yeah.
like that.
Nope.
It's about no. I'm not doing the okay sign. What is the one that's like this size, like a little bigger than a quarter or a $50 round?
Shallot.
Shallots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things. What are those? What's a fucking shallot?
It's an onion.
No, I didn't look at it. It's an onion. See? Yeah, okay.
Type of, yes.
Type of.
Scampi.
Yeah. Who eats fucking onions by choice along with fish shit?
What? Onions are delightful. What
Dude,
oh my
I could have a meal of black olives and licorice. How would that sound?
I think you just answered all the world's questions right there.
Several commercial companies have built prototype robot chefs, although none of these are currently commercially available, and they lag well behind their human counterparts in terms of skill. Gerzegorz, boy, that's a nightmare of a name. Grzegorz. This motherfucker has two Z's in his name, not together.
Gers.
Yeah, nightmare.
Yeah.
Gerzegorz. So shacky. He's a PhD student from Cambridge's robotics lab, bio-inspired.
Is he Chechnyan?
I don't know.
What the hell is that name?
A mess is what it is.
Holy
That's what that
shit.
name is. Excuse me. We wanted to see whether we could train a robot chef to learn the same incremental way that humans can by identifying the ingredients and how they go together in the dish. It's amazing how much nuance the robot was able to detect.
Let's make sure that nobody can have a job 20 years from now.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
let's
as
spend
long
all
as
the
they-
time right now to make sure that nobody can fucking do real work anymore.
Hey, if all the real work gets done by these fuckers, we don't have to pay them anything. You can take all that money and just keep paying us. And we can all live comfortably, do what we want. And it's like we got a robot chef there. We got a robot that blows us every night, cleans the house.
Utopian fucking nightmare.
Dude, I'm telling you, in 1,000 years, that's going to be normal.
Why would the company that put the money into the robots that's making the
Fuck
extra
them.
money?
We just take the robots.
Why would they pay you?
Because then I'm homeless otherwise.
So?
Yeah. So
Move to
what?
Seattle.
15 guys can get rich with the robots? I'll beat the shit out of their robots. If their robots take my job and then they don't want to pay me either,
Well, now you're getting it.
and they go, learn to code.
Well, now
Fuck
you're-
you.
Now you're getting it.
Screwdriver to the neck of that fucking robot right there.
Yeah. You don't think he's going to see that coming?
Not the way I fucking stealthily come about.
That's the first thing they put in was self-defense mode.
Shit, you're probably right. There's got to be a kill switch on him somewhere. Pull them. Our robot isn't interested in the sorts of food videos that go viral on social media. They're simply too hard to follow. See, sometimes they sound tarded.
They do a little bit.
Right.
But sometimes they, yeah. I mean, a good cooking video is step by step. And some of the viral ones
Just throwing shit
are like,
in.
yeah, and they are because they're quick because everything's TikTok now, and the world's fucking ADD and retarded, and they can't pay attention to anything
Fair,
for more than
fair.
30 seconds. So it's like they just throw everything in, and it's just a hodgepodge of like, it goes from nothing to done in 30 seconds. You're like, oh,
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Slow that down and go frame by frame, but
It seems like the tech's going a little backwards. If you make this amazing robot and it sits on your couch all day watching YouTube videos to learn how to do anything, it's like, well, I get it. Troy does that when he's learning how to fix a carburetor on a lawnmower.
Yeah, but can't these things process this stuff like
you would think they'd already have
instantly?
YouTube in their fucking chip in their mind. They'd already have all of YouTube, right?
I don't even know why you got to watch YouTube for this. Like,
Right.
The information is there. Like, why do you have to watch a video? It's a fucking robot. It's data. Why? It's ones and zeros. Why do you have to watch a video?
Dude, their quote is, but as these robot chefs get better and faster at identifying ingredients, why don't they know how to identify ingredients? Like they can't tell the difference between parsley in a bag of blow.
Why do they
or
have
salt?
Why
in
do
a
they
bag
have
of
to?
blow?
Why do they have to see it to get it? Why can't they just know what? I mean, I guess they have to be able to pick it up and put it in there. So I guess they have to go from real world.
So
from
they
data
need to
real world. So they have to be able to see it. The word broccoli and an actual piece of broccoli. It has to be able to associate with that. Now you would think that information is somehow already there if they're so fucking smart.
If not, how about you put that information in there before you send it out to the retail stores?
Maybe this is our cue, right? It's not learn to code, it's make videos.
Yeah.
To teach the AI.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they might be able to use sites like YouTube to learn a whole range of recipes. How about they just pick up a Betty Crocker cookbook? They don't know the difference between broccoli and a tomato.
Broccoli or broccolini?
Yeah, that's true. It is hoped the findings will enable easier and cheaper deployment of robot chefs. The researchers first created a cookbook of 8 simple salad recipes and filmed themselves making them. The robot chef, which was trained on neural networks, which essentially mimics how the human brain works, then watched 16 of these videos. By identifying the ingredients and the actions of the human chef, it was then able to correctly determine 93% of the time what was being prepared. Well, what about the other 7%?
Hey, you swing it. See what happens.
Well, so what? He fucks up 7% of the time? This robot sucks, man. He does. He's throwing
It's a
fucking...
process.
So he's making your salad, right? He's got the lettuce, he's got carrots, he's got feta cheese, he's got black olives, delicious. And then what? He throws Jell-O cubes on top of it 7% of the time?
It's possible. Yeah.
What's wrong with this
Nothing's
cat?
perfect in this world, man.
Why does my salad have jujubes in it? What's the matter with you, dude?
7%. I can see how this works for, like, you know where I can see this taking over initially? Like, it's fucking stupid to think that there's like a chef, a fucking robot, like fucking, you know,
Yeah, give him 10 hands.
Fucking stupid.
10 arms.
So that's ridiculous. No, but what I can see totally happening in the very near future is the McDonald's of the world going fully automated. There's no reason somebody has to be standing there fucking cooking.
Yeah, plus they all suck at it.
Right.
Well, at
no,
least
exactly.
ghetto McDonald's.
No, it'd just be a fucking conveyor line, a conveyor fucking system of just everything. Like, okay, this comes in. You ordered a Big Mac. Bun, patty, shit, garbage, lettuce, tomato, bun.
No. 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Yeah, that. If we can't train him to do that, we have a real problem.
Yeah.
But don't you think the robots are going to get tremendously bored just making Big Macs and Quarter Pounders all day?
They don't have to
They
be
get bored as shit.
They're trained. That's fine. They won't get bored.
I'd be terribly bored making Big Macs and Quarter Pounders all day.
Yep.
I just would. It was also able to detect slight variations in the recipe, such as a double portion. So if you want double meat, can't you just say, dude, double meat?
You would think so.
Like he's got to go watch a YouTube video now? This guy is
I
ridiculous.
didn't think double meat was all that subtle.
No, this is the dumbest robot ever.
Yes.
The robot was also able to recognize a completely new ninth salad, add it to its cookbook, and then make it.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Anyway,
We
let's
got-
do Ask T. Roy,
Okay.
and then some email, and then let's go eat. I'm
Okay.
hungries. Are you hungries?
Yeah. There you know.
All right, I've had this one sitting here for a few days. Dear T. Roy, when I learned that my 16-year-old son and his friends were high on marijuana at school,
Yeah.
I reported them to all the administration.
Fucking narc.
Yeah.
God damn it.
As a result, they were suspended from school for 8 days. Why 8 days? That's like
days
a week. 5 days 1 week and then 3 the next. That seems like an odd number of days. Like suspend them for a week.
Yeah, a week
2
or
weeks.
2 weeks or a day, whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
8 days is odd.
Seems odd.
Maybe there's 8 days left in the school year. Who knows?
Maybe. His friends' parents are furious with me. And now I'm beginning to question whether I did the right thing.
You didn't.
My friends tell me I was right to do what I did. My son said I should have left his friends out of it. Apparently, their smoking has been ongoing. And I do not believe it would have stopped unless they faced disciplinary action. Adorable. Adorable.
Oh, yeah, because that's it. They learned their lesson. They're
Yeah.
never smoking that fucking devil's lettuce again, ever.
So they were kicked out of school for 8 days.
What do you think
that ought to teach them to never smoke
What do you think they
weed.
were doing for those 8 days?
Yeah.
They were fucking real fucking high on drugs.
By the way, I am a middle school teacher. What do you think? Second guessing myself in South Carolina.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah,
You mind your own. Listen, first of all, yes, okay. If you want to narc out your own son, fine. Keep everybody else's name out your fucking mouth. All right?
Yeah.
Second of all, you want to handle this between parents, fine. Keep the fucking schools out of it.
Yeah.
My God. I mean, that is the worst possible scenario of all of it.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, yeah. Second guess yourself. Idiot.
Dear T. Roy.
I hope your son put you in a home prematurely.
Yeah. Like at 50.
Yeah.
Dear T. Roy, a year ago, my husband of 4 years disclosed to me that he's transgender. We have a 3-year-old who has medical problems, which has resulted in numerous surgeries. Our lives have changed beyond belief, and I'm afraid our marriage has been damaged beyond repair. He has come out of the closet, and I have gone into one to protect his secret and hide my heartache and devastation. The pain I feel is mostly for the lifelong struggles my husband has endured. But now I'm feeling the loss of my husband and our happy future together because I can't be the wife he needs. How do I know that I've tried every option to make this work, especially when I am the only one regularly seeking therapy? When do I resign myself to the fact that my expectations of our marriage will never be achievable? And how do I say I want out without risking his/her well-being? Last straw in the Midwest.
Well, it's not the same person you married, for one. You know,
Yeah, not even close.
not even close.
That's a tough one.
You know, it goes back to this. There's so many of these that just come down to like honesty and communication.
Yeah.
I said this might be a little different. This guy's fighting his own demons. He's battling his own shit. He's figuring stuff out. Whatever.
Yeah.
They've been married for 4 years, right? this didn't just come on in the last 4 years, right?
I wouldn't think so.
No. So it was there. So the fact that you never shared, you decided now you're comfortable enough to share this with your wife of 4 years when you have a life together and a commitment
And
for
a
life.
3-year-old.
And a 3-year-old that's fucked up.
Medical issues, but sure.
Same. So now you want to drop this on there as opposed to having this discussion before you got married and be like, hey, I got some questions. Whatever.
Yeah.
But people just, you're not wrong. This chick's not wrong. Whatever. If you have a real open conversation with her now, whatever your husband is, and if you can't figure some way of making it work together, then you're out. But that's not what you signed up for. It's not. You know what I mean? Like I met this
Which
person.
part? What do you, it's not what you signed up for. Like his fault.
She married a dude.
Yeah.
So now if this wants to be a chick, like I didn't marry a chick, that's fine. If that's your journey, that's your fucking thing, that's fine. But that's not what I signed up for.
You married me under false pretenses.
Exactly. And I get it. And that is a weird situation because that's still technically the man you married. And those dick's about to fucking get chopped off. Yeah. But no, and
don't you think that there would be signs like, God, now it makes sense. I was wondering why all my panties with crotch was blown out of them. You know what I mean? Like every time.
Why is it so baggy up front here?
So
What's
baggy?
going on?
Every goddamn pair of panties I buy.
I shave every day. Why is there hair in all my stuff here? What's going on?
The guy's just fucking, she's going through lipstick at a rate she never had before. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Why is, they're making lipstick shitty now. It goes so fast.
It all makes sense. Does this stuff evaporate? What's going on?
What's going on with all my makeup's evaporating nowadays and my fucking panties are all blown out in the crotch. The hell happened?
Why
She's
do I
like,
have a 2XL dress in my closet? Where did this come from? He comes home, honey, I bought you stuff. God, it looks way too big for me. I was on sale. I didn't know your size.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll just put it on
I'm
my
a
side
size
for now.
1. Why did you give me a 3XL fucking dress? It almost looks like it would fit you.
Oh, us dumb guys. We don't know those numbers.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that survivable? Like if you, at the time when you were married, if your wife is like, I'm pretty sure I'm a dude, chopped all her hair off and then started wearing a prosthetic cock around, would you have been like,
yeah, no,
hey, this is what I signed up for? Or would you be like, I'm out?
No, and I'd have a pretty clean conscience on that. You know what I mean?
I think I would too.
But I mean, it happens. Like I said, I mean, even with my marriage, she took the fucking left turn to God real quick, and they got mad at me that I didn't come with her. Like, yeah, okay, that's not where we were. That's not where we started out. I tried to support it, but then resented me for not making that left turn with her.
Right.
Like, okay, well, I tried to support you. You can't support me, you fucking cunt.
Yeah.
So eat a dick,
Fair.
So any of that stuff is just, marriage and relationships are weird because life is a fucking journey, and you never stop growing, you never stop evolving, you never stop changing, right? As you go. And so, especially when people get married young, you have no idea who you really are or who you're going to become. You really don't. I mean, on some level, yes, but life hands you so many curveballs. Your life changes, and the couples that can maintain that throughout. Sometimes it's completely organic and they just follow the same path and it works out. And sometimes they can veer and they go with each other and they come back and it works out.
Yeah.
But it's...
I think you're right, T. A pattern I've noticed when you're talking about these things, especially during this segment, communication is key.
Always. 100%.
Like if you try to bottle shit and just like, we'll deal with this another year. It never works well.
Yeah,
that's where you get horrible resentment.
The resentment that builds, the insecurities that build, the doubt, there's all of it that builds up from that.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to either person, really, in the relationship, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's not fair to either person, the one person that's not saying what they want to say or the one person that's not hearing what needs to be said.
Right.
It's not fair. And then generally, by the time it comes out, it's too late.
Yeah.
When these things could be discussed and talked about, whether this is something that could have been resolved, probably not.
No.
But...
And I think you're right.
But it's also not fair to drop a bomb on somebody 4 years into a marriage and go, hey, guess what? I'm a chick now.
Yeah.
It's not fair to her.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
And it's totally not fair to be like, I married this person, and now you're telling me that person I married is a complete fraud, and this new person is completely different. You expect like, well, I didn't marry a woman.
Exactly right. That's not what you
like
signed
that's
up for.
not what I signed up for at all.
Right.
Would have been nice to tell me that you were a woman before you came in me and fucking I had a kid.
Yeah.
That seems fair. But,
It does seem fair.
you know,
And again, not maybe they didn't really know, or they just had questions. They just it's not absolute, but there were definitely thoughts that didn't just come out of the blue.
Yeah.
If 4 years later, like, oh, by the way, I'm scheduled a surgery. I'm gonna,
And a lot of them don't have the surgery.
I know.
They just,
I
but
know.
I know.
Being facetious.
I know. All right, let's do an email or two and get out of here.
Let's do it.
Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum.
Oh, it's my happy place, dude.
Dudes.
Love it. Fucking love it.
Marvin's is unfucking believably awesome. Thank you for the positive recommendation. Not that I would have listened if you had said it sucked. You don't even like the haddock. You don't even like haddock. Have a nice day.
It's fish.
Oh, yeah, no.
Haddock's
I don't know.
delicious.
You like haddock.
Damn
I
right.
just don't.
And I like Marv's.
Okay. Steve, the main light anarchist. All right, Steve.
Oh, what?
So he
Wait.
was in town,
Steve was in town?
I guess.
Well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, he didn't call you up to go.
Do you know we're like 3 minutes from Marv's?
Yeah, we are.
And I
Well, like
do not
5,
need an
but-
excuse, not the way I drive, to go there.
No, you
so,
do not.
So Steve, my lobster guy, was in town and went to Marv's.
Yeah.
Steve,
Disappointed?
I'm fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Dude. Like,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
If I wanted to say no and be like, I'm too good for you, I could have, but I would not. And I didn't get the opportunity to join you, and I'm disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. I am hurt on a really personal level.
Yeah. I don't
I thought
blame
we
you.
had a thing.
It's a dick move.
We're
all the
lobster
way
guys.
around.
You know, lobsters. They made for life.
Yeah. Maraschino chinies or cherries. Maraschino. Is it maraschino?
Maraschino cherries.
Cherries. Mike, if you don't like the cherries on the pizza, then make a drink with it. The Manhattan. Do you know what's in a Manhattan?
Bourbon and not vermouth?
You're good. 2 parts rye whiskey or bourbon.
Or bourbon, right?
1 part sweet vermouth.
Yes.
A couple dashes of bitters.
Bitters.
Many like Angasutra.
Yep. Splash of bitters.
1 cherry. It's supposed to be served in a martini type glass, but I like it in a low hall glass. Cheers, Randy.
Never been a big Manhattan guy.
Nah.
But to each
Seems
their
a
own.
little stuffy.
To each their own. That's fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Look at me. I used to be a bartender.
I know. That's
But
why
that
I was
was
going to
another life ago.
throw you on it. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, let's get out of here, T.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging with us today. We certainly appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully you'll all join us then.